Hello guys, and welcome to Game 5, the ace match between Estro and KT Rolster. Flash got a little tired out that last game, so it looks like KT Rolster is not sending in their headliner because he's just, kind of worn out. When you play a 35-40 minute game of StarCraft, you're like, you know what, I really should be playing again. So this is going to be a game between Riley and ForGG. Riley is going by Seiya, and ForGG is going by Never. So that means that ForGG is going to be yellow, and Seiya is going to be purple, but I think they changed that here in a second, and it confuses the crap out of me. So, okay, that's, Seiya, that's Riley. So Riley is in yellow, ForGG is in red. Gosh, I hate when they do that. Because there's a yellow player, and then the other player ends up being yellow because they change it. And it bugs the crap out of me. But okay, ForGG is red, Riley is yellow. Or Never's in red, Seiya is in yellow, depending on which name you want them to go by. Like I said, Flash, a little bit tired, not going to do this, so they're sending out ForGG. ForGG is a former powerhouse, but really, lately he hasn't been doing all that great. Although it's going to, really beat up Violet. So, really kind of has a trend going on where he beats former players that were supposed to be big things and never... I can't say ForGG never quite made it. He did win, a title. So he did, I'm not going to say he didn't make it, but he certainly is not the powerhouse he used to be. So, and there's Flash. Flash is looking up there like, better not screw this up, ForGG. That's one thing, if ForGG does mess this up, I guarantee you they will not be putting Flash in Game 4 anymore. They'll be letting him recover so that he can be their ace player. It's one of those things, I don't know what, I think they may have been planning on winning without Flash, but then, Estro got up one game on them, and they realized that if Flash didn't go in, they might lose before the ace match, and that's bad. Losing in the ace match, well, it's a tight game, everyone's happy, but if you lose in Game 4, people are like, man, rip off, we want more StarCraft. Looks like we have a pretty standard build going up for both guys. Does look like Riley is getting his barracks and refinery a little bit before ForGG is. Or maybe a lot before ForGG. No, okay, a little bit. I was going to say, hey, I actually had to put them down, so it could be a way long time. And he still doesn't have his refinery up, so that may indicate that ForGG is actually going for a marine push, which would astound me. With the presence of siege tanks and vultures and spider mines, well, not so much spider mines, marines do very well against spider mines, but with vultures and siege tanks, marines usually don't do so hot. It's kind of a, no one ever does that. And plus, if you were going for a marine rush, I don't know why your barracks would come down later than your opponent. You would want to rush marines in there and end the game quick, but who knows? Does look like ForGG is either scouting or expanding. Probably expanding because, yeah, okay. I was going to say, because that scout stopped moving when he got to the natural expansion. And usually you don't send a scout out just to make sure that your opponent isn't fast expanding to your natural. Although, if someone did, that'd be hilarious. I would laugh if they could actually hold it. And I apologize, I talk about StarCraft 2 a lot, I know. In StarCraft 2, there's actually a build where Karen will actually build a planetary defense in someone's natural and just contain them for half the game. It's crazy. Okay, so there's the factory going down for Riley. Hopefully that means, I'm guessing ForGG was saving up for that fast expand. He's not saving up to go for a marine bust, because they don't work. They especially don't work once the factory goes down. So it's going to come into, he's building a bunker. That's kind of psychic of him. I guess he realizes he doesn't have a lot of troops, so he's trying to defend himself. But still, I mean, they haven't even scouted each other yet. So that's a little, it's smart, but it's a little surprising. I don't usually see people build bunkers without even having a clue what their opponent is doing. And it looks like Riley is also fast expanding. Or actually, that's a normal expansion. That's not so fast. So it's going to come down to Riley is going to have troops before ForGG, but ForGG is going to have a faster expansion. Right now, that's probably an advantage for ForGG, only because Riley is, not pressing his advantage. He's trying to scout. He's seeing what he can do, but since he's spending the money on that expansion, he's not going to have the troop surplus over ForGG that he really needs to take advantage of this. And here comes that vulture is going to find. If that vulture can get by the bunker, he can do actually a lot of damage. So that may be good, but that bunker's in a good position. Yeah, it's not going to be able to. You need a couple to sneak by there, because you're going to have to go in through the top in order to really make it past the bunker. and so because the barracks is positioned so that you'll spend more time going through the bottom. The bottom is further away, so you can get in closer before they start shooting, but that barracks is just perfectly positioned. And really is now sending his barracks down to float and kind of spot what's going on. It's going to take it a while to get there, and if he waits for that barracks to show up before he actually starts moving in, he's definitely not going to take an advantage in this game. Because I mean, already ForGG is putting up. He actually doesn't have any factory units yet. He has one factory done. He's putting up the second one, and it does look like Really's also putting up a second factory. So they have gone back and are now about even. Really should still have a little bit of a troop advantage, but not enough to move in. Basically, if ForGG is stupid enough to move out, he'll lose. But right now, they're kind of in a stalemate. They both got their expansion up. They both, and okay, yeah, there are some mines coming down outside in order to stop an early push. These mines are going to get spotted by this barracks. I guess ForGG is like, oh hey, I can scout with a barracks. That's a good idea. ForGG is going for double machine shop, while really looks like he's going for only the single machine shop, but it looks like there's a third factory going down. So we're going to have like heavy siege tanks versus vulture and siege tank combination. Generally speaking, it depends on what the mines do. Siege tanks will do pretty well against vultures. You know, given enough of them, they'll be able to take it out. But the problem with siege tanks is that if several mines come up at once, all the siege tanks will shoot the mines. Siege tanks do not have the rate of fire to take out several mines come up at once. Even two mines come up at once. So mines can very easily in the game. And it looks like, okay, we've got three more factories coming up. One of them is put in a position where we know there's not going to be a machine shop. So that's either going to be pumping Goliaths or vultures. And Goliaths wouldn't be a bad idea. Usually you go vultures first and then transition to Goliaths later when you have more gas. But the thing is, Goliaths do, just shut down vultures. Vultures can't do anything when there's Goliaths in play. They do a lot of damage to vultures, and Goliaths are very good at taking out spider mines. So, late game Terran, it's usually Goliath siege tank fights. You know, there's not so many vultures. They're still there, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there's no vultures whatsoever, and it looks like a siege tank just got hit by a mine. Looks like several siege tanks just got hit by a mine. We missed that, but they're all damaged, and since it really has no troops in the area, I've got to assume that's a spider mine. So, actually, with these 5 factories versus the 3 that really has, ForGG may be looking to make a kind of timing push. There's something right above. Is really going for another expansion. That could be horrible if he is. If he really goes for another expansion now, that may end the game for him. Because if ForGG is getting a lot of factories, getting Goliaths, he's getting ready to push out. The only reason you would get that many right in a row is if you were anticipating, getting a lot of troops and moving out. And I see a little yellow dot on the 3 o'clock expansion. It looks to be the wrong place for command center, though. I'm not sure what that is, honestly. That's probably his floating barracks, actually, so that's okay. Although I do see something at his other natural. This, by the way, in case you don't know, is Gorky something. What's it called? Gorky... Oh, dang, I was going to remember this. Crap. Gorky Island. It is a map that has not been seen in quite a while. It's actually been used frequently in the Pro League, but the last time it was played before that was in like 2004. It's got some quasi-island expansions, the 3 o'clock, I think, and the 9 o'clock. You can't really walk to. It looks like ForGG is pushing in now. He's got a lot of troops, and like I said, he's got the Goliaths versus vultures. And he's actually, wow, okay, no. For a second I thought he actually had SCVs in the mix. I was like, good lord, this is all in. But no, the SCVs are actually trying to take out the mines. And, yeah, there's Flash like, what's going on? He was kind of scared, actually. Because if this ForGG cannot win right here, he's going to lose. And actually, it's looking like he's not doing so hot. Because it depends. There's a lot, nope, okay. I missaw that for a second. I thought those were Really's guys, but no, ForGG does pull it out. This gives KT Rolster the win, and ForGG taking some of his former glory and saying, hey, you can't beat up Violet. Violet used to be a good guy, but I used to be better. Ah! So, KT takes the win. Good job on KT, not trying to overuse Flash. Flash, for those of you that don't know, he's a machine, but the problem is, if you overclock him too long, he just sort of shuts down and just starts twitching. And so after that long game, they went and sent ForGG, and ForGG brought it home for him. So, good job, ForGG. Good job, KT Rolster. Now I don't have to figure out whether I need to say Team Estro or just Estro. And there they are. They're like, oh, we lost. But hey, you guys, you lost in the ace match. You took 2 of the games. You know, no one can ask for more than that. Or if they can, just like kick them or something, because they're jerks. Okay, so that was game 5. Good job, and I will see you guys next time. This is Dumiel signing out.